So I wanted to start off the video. Hey, this is me. This is Ivan. You can see my hand, right? And this paper too. This is really me. I mean, I am saying these words, right? This is what I mean by the illusion. The screen that you're seeing right now is the same perspective that I'm having. And that is what awareness is. Awareness is not judging. It's not saying anything. I'd like to think that it's the witness, but here, let me get myself on camera now. Hey guys. It's very obvious in that perspective that it's everyone's perspective in the world. We are that awareness, the screen of life, and everything unfolds in front of it. And I was thinking about what I was going to talk about today. And then I went through a couple of experiences, I had insights. And then it started to change on me on like, I thought I was going to talk about this, but now I want to share this. The emphasis is always about awareness. This awareness is which every appearance, as you saw in the beginning of the video, I have no face. I have no body. They all appear to me, to you. We are this awareness. And this awareness is this. And it's aware of itself. It's reflecting to itself. It doesn't distinguish. It doesn't separate. It's like a mirror and its reflection, but it never gets tainted by the reflections. It never gets confused and says, oh, that's me. That's the entirety of me. This is an expression of awareness. But we have these programs, which are beliefs, habits, behaviors. This is a biological machine that you have. I mean, you don't really have it. That's the lie that we were told, which is this is your body. These are your sensations. These are your actions. You have free will. But it's all a program. What happens if you don't think? What happens if you don't know? Which is possible, because to know something, it implies that you don't know it. And we go to sleep, to bed every time not knowing what's going to happen. Most of our fears actually come from not knowing, which is essentially what we are. Because when you don't know, you're free. And you see, this moment is completely unknown. Infinite possibilities. When you're present in the moment, which is awareness, you're clear. Nothing exists outside of this. There's only here and now, literally, only here and now. When we remain here, and there isn't a movement of thought, which is literally thinking. Thinking is the addiction. Thinking is the root. My last video was about interpretation. It's the same thing. Thinking, the movement, it's a wave. That wave is awareness. But this is a biological system that is designed to survive, to protect, to seek experiences, to reinforce itself. But what's aware of it? You're aware of it. It's all appearing to you. It's like a dream, right? Never in the dream do you think that it's yours. You just have the dream. You just have the experience, and then you conceptualize all of it. Like I said, this body mind is an interface. You ever watch those movies where the robot, we see through his like point of view, and he has all these, he's analyzing and grasping everything. And he's saying, oh, that person's this weight, that's his name, that's the target, that's who we need to get. That's exactly what your mind is doing at every moment. That's a camera, that's a light. I'm Ivan. This is my story. But where is all of it? It's not here. It's here. I mean, it's not really here anyways, because we never actually, when we say here, it's just imagined. And I guess what I'm trying to point to is awareness is everything. Awareness is the only solution. I'm not doing any of this. It's a story that I'm doing this. And you see, even then, I can be aware and not really claim any of it, not really know how I'm doing it, because it's only a story of what my mind is telling me, what it's saying. This is acceptable. This is okay. This is, you're doing good. But there's something that knows that, the witness. You see, it's to hear these words, there has to be silence. To have this body, there has to be space. To have this entire experience, there has to be a capacity for it. And the reason you can notice that is because you're using this body-mind mechanism to notice it, to reflect it. It's a reflection. When they talk about reality as a mirror, they're literally pointing to the fact that whatever you believe about yourself is what you become, is the experience that you have. It's like looking yourself in the mirror and you're moving your hand, and then you tell yourself, like, how do I stop moving the hand? Well, because it's you doing it. Or you tell yourself, I don't know, I don't look good today. It's like, why do I feel like I don't look good today? Because you believe that. You're telling yourself that. This is the self-reflection, you see, but we tend to think that it's just the body and the mind. The you is the you, but it's not you. You can only know yourself as this mind, as thinking. But in that, you start to see, oh, thinking is not required for me to be aware, for me to do the things that I want to do, if anything, because it's mostly mind that wants things, especially objects, to reinforce itself that it actually exists. When it says, so how do I know that I don't exist? It's like, yeah, but who's saying that? You see, you do exist here as thinking, as an illusion. And that's part of it. But the point here is to recognize this awareness that you are. We have so much attachment, especially to our bodies, which appear to us. And the mind, as an interface, immediately says hand, and it says my hand, and it creates a story. But simply what's happening, indirect experience, prove that it's just a hand. Well, not even then. You see, it kind of confused me right now. It's not even a hand. That's the first label. The second label is it's a shape. It's a color. Then if we go deeper, you'd find that it's just cells and tissues and bones. And it's like, is that really you in there? What about your chest, your face? Like, where exactly are you? Where? Who? You'll never find him because he doesn't exist, only as thinking, only as thought. You can only know yourself as thought. You can never really know who you are because you are undefinable. Nothing what anybody says or does to you can define you or will affect you. And you know that because when you think about it, yeah, you see, when you think about it, you're like, oh, it didn't really bother me. It wasn't such a big deal because the only one that cared was the mind. And in that moment, you recognize your infinite potential, which was you weren't stained, you weren't affected. You were like the screen that was not touched by the fire, the flames, or the fear. Why do we watch all these movies? Because we know that we're not affected by them, yet we can experience them and want to experience, which is the whole point of life, to experience, not to get, to not have, not to possess, but to experience purely and know that none of it is really ours. But that's the beauty in life when we can have those experiences and know that they're all impermanent, coming and going. And what is there? It is this awareness that is here and now. It's the capacity, it's this allowance, and the importance of feeling. I had that realization today that, and I'm sweating a little here, maybe because I'm really fired up about this conversation, that all of your pleasures, like the times that you were the happiest, and I literally saw this, you felt the body, you felt that aliveness inside of you. You were aware, and there wasn't thinking. You see, it was the absence of mind. There was no thinking. It's after thought comes in, then after it says like, oh, that was good. It was the object, but it wasn't the object because again, that was just a mapping of the mind, the interface, saying what that is. But what it is, it's just shape and color. What this feeling in your body is just sensation, no meaning, neutrality. You didn't want the high, you wanted the neutrality. But the only thing that happened, truthfully, is that you felt the body, you felt alive, you relaxed into your being. Any pleasure in the world is your being. The fact that you hear, the fact that you exist. This moment is eternal. It's you. And nothing that happens inside of it is yours. This is all being interpreted through thinking, through movement. But what is here? What remains when I don't think? Was I even born? Will I even die? What are my problems? Why am I resisting anything? Why am I so afraid to feel the body? What is it that I'm trying to avoid? Well, it is this sense of emptiness that the mind believes that it is because it has no content to grab onto it. So it reinforces its own illusion. But the importance is to see that all you want is this right here, because then you will see there are no problems. There's nothing to resist. You can relax here and now, just like going to sleep. Nothing to protect, nothing to hide. Just rest in your being.